In this video, we're going to talk about vibration and how it connects to manifestation. One of the 7 Hermetic principles is the law of vibration. The law of vibration states that nothing rests, everything vibrates. All forms of matter are vibrating, even solid matter, and I'll use water to explain. Water can exist in 3 different states. It can exist as a vapor, like steam. It can exist as water, like how we see it in its liquid form, and it can also exist as ice, as a solid form. At all 3 of these levels, the molecules that comprise water are vibrating at different states. When it's in vapor, the molecules vibrate very fast, they're very spread apart, and that's why you can barely see it. Like all of our air, there's vapor in the air right now, there's water molecules in the air right now, but they're vibrating so fast, they're so spread apart that you can't see them. When they vibrate slower, they're more compact, as you can see in this cup. They're more compact. They're still liquid though, so it's still fluid, but that's when you start to see it have a physical form. And then when water reaches below a certain temperature, when it's below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, in America, it turns into ice. It turns into a solid block, okay? And as you can see with the snowflake and the ice. This connects to manifestation because all matter actually works in these properties to a certain degree. For this example, imagine that your thoughts and your ideas are like water vapor, okay? The mind, the astral plane, the ideas that you have, that is when everything vibrates the fastest. That's why you can think of something, like you can think of a Lamborghini right now, and you can immediately see a Lamborghini. But that doesn't mean that a Lamborghini is just going to pop out outside in front of you. The way that I would explain water in this example would be like things happening in motion, okay? So like when you're working, when you're trying to build something, when you're in movement, talking to other people like how I'm doing right now with this whiteboard, or when you're working on something like on a computer or whatever, that's the liquid things. Things are in motion. Things are in the process of manifesting. The final step is manifestation, is when things come into material form. So the house is built. The idea, like let's say the traffic light, the idea is created. Or the idea of a bicycle, the bicycle is created. When it exists in physical reality, in material form, that's how it represents with ice. From this standpoint, manifestation is the act of taking the immaterial ideas, holding them long enough so that they can manifest into reality, okay? As I said, molecules move slower the more dense they become. So for your reality to change in the way that you would want it to, for things to manifest into your life, it takes time for the ice to freeze. It takes time for the ideas to trickle down like rain and precipitation and manifest in the physical reality through physical form. This is where like meditation and intense levels of focus come into play. That's why you see anybody who like a professional athlete, they want to get their body in a certain way. They want to complete the sport or the task to a certain level of expertise. So they focus on that. They put, that's why hard work is a form of manifestation that most people can get behind. Because if you stay focused on a certain thing, you do the acts in motion. Let's say like you hold the idea, you do the acts in motion, they will manifest. It's like tuning a frequency. Like when you listen to the radio, sometimes you're on a station where there's no specific vibration and all you hear is static. But as you tune the frequency on the radio, imagine that as you attuning your mental vibration into the sound frequency or the reality frequency that you would like to experience. So as you tune that knob, you attune your vibration to a certain reality. We have to realize that all of this magical, mystical stuff is really basic reality, and we've all already been doing it our entire life. Everything around you, every experience that you're having right now is a result of your vibration being attuned to a certain frequency. So if you're experiencing things that you would not like to experience, it's all about attuning your mental vibration to a different frequency. But like I said, it takes time for things to come into the physical. The physical reality is slower than the mental reality. So just like with the example I gave of the Lamborghini, you can think of a Lamborghini right now, but in time for it to manifest into your reality, that's where focus and attention comes into play. How you feel about things also has an attributing factor into if things will manifest or not. Like with the example I gave of a Lamborghini. If you're somebody who actually wants a Lamborghini, you're going to be thinking like, oh, but what about the money for that? Or like, I don't even know how that would come into play. You start having emotions that don't align with the manifestation that you're trying to bring into your reality. And that's why you can be hoping and praying and wishing for a certain reality to come for many years. You can spend your whole life, all of your time on a certain manifestation. But if you have internal feelings that contradict that, that's basically you imagining something else. Okay? So it's like if you are trying to get a Lamborghini, but then in your mind you're thinking, oh, I don't have the money to get a Lamborghini. You're thinking about not having the money. You're not thinking about having the Lamborghini. So you're just going to continue to manifest more of not having the money. Like, it all stems around your mind, your perspective, and attuning your frequency to the right vibration.